Imagine investing $10,000 and never adding another cent. At a hypothetical annual return of 8%. After 20 years, it would be worth about $46,600. After 40 years, more than $217,000. The return did not change. Time changed how much money was earning it. This accelerating effect is called compound growth. Your money earns a return. That return stays invested. Future growth then acts on your original money, and the returns already accumulated. With savings, this may be compound interest. With investments, returns vary, but reinvestment creates the same principle. Start with $100 earning 10% per year. After year 1, you have $110. In year 2, 10% is calculated on 110. You earn $11, bringing the total to 121. The base simply became larger. Think of a snowball rolling down a long hill. At first, it gathers very little snow. As it grows, its larger surface collects more with every turn. Compounding works in a similar way. The same rate gradually acts on a much larger amount. This is why compound growth does not look like a straight line. In our $10,000 example, the first 20 years add roughly $36,000. The next 20 years add more than $170,000. The rate stayed the same, but earlier gains began generating gains of their own. 3 variables shape the result. First, time creates more compounding cycles. Second, the rate determines how quickly the base grows. Third, regular contributions add more money to the process. You cannot control market returns, but you can influence when you begin, your consistency, and your costs. Now compare 2 hypothetical investors. One invests $200 monthly from age 25 to 65. The other starts at 30-5. At an 8% annual return. The early starter ends with roughly $700,000. The later starter ends with roughly $300,000. The difference comes from 10 additional years of contributions and compounding, not better stock picking. Compounding does not mean investing once and doing nothing forever. For most people, regular contributions provide the fuel. When earnings are reinvested, they remain inside the system. Contribution after contribution, the base has more opportunity to grow. But compounding can also work against you. Investment fees are removed repeatedly, and that money can no longer earn future returns. Over decades, a seemingly small annual cost can create a large difference. Expense ratios, account charges, and advisory fees therefore deserve attention. The number in an account is not the whole story. Inflation reduces purchasing power, so real growth means the return after inflation. Investments also do not grow at a smooth, fixed rate. Some years rise, others fall. Compounding cannot remove volatility or prevent losses. A practical compounding system is simple. Begin with an amount you can maintain. Contribute regularly. Use diversified investments suited to your plan. Reinvest distributions when appropriate and control unnecessary costs. And give the process time. But consistency should never come at the expense of emergency savings or near-term needs. Remember 3 things. First, reinvested earnings can generate earnings of their own. Second, time creates more cycles of growth. Third, fees, inflation, and market losses still matter. Compounding is not a shortcut to wealth. It is what patience and reinvestment may produce over long periods. Compound growth is quiet. For years, the progress may seem ordinary, then returns begin working on a larger base. You do not need perfect timing. You need a sustainable process. Reinvestment and enough time for that process to work. Next, we will examine the hidden force that slowly reduces the value of every dollar: inflation.